lot like Christmas around here? Maybe.
Once you're out of the way, ain't gonna be no one to stop me.
Don't bet on it, Gruesome. Run! Clear the area, now!
I did not intend for this to be a Christmas episode, but it's going to end up being one because I'm showing two terrific TV toys based on a Christmas episode of the series The New Batman Adventures. In fact, this was the very first episode of the series, which was a redesign of the 1992 to 1996 show Batman the Animated Series. The episode was called Holiday Nights, and it originally aired on September 13th, 1997. It involved Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy kidnapping Bruce Wayne and going on a shopping spree for Christmas, which was very fun. But it also involved Batgirl arriving at a different department store on Christmas Eve to put the smackdown on Clayface, who's rolling around terrorizing people. The first clip you just saw comes to life in this recent PVC diorama by Diamond Select Toys, and the second clip was truly brought to life by this original production cell by, well, Warner Brothers Animation. So first, let's take a look at this diorama. This is dated 2017, although I got it in 2018. And it's part of a set by Diamond Select Toys. They also have a Catwoman, a Poison Ivy, a Joker with Batman, a Robin, Batman alone, Nightwing, Penguin. They got a Harley and Batman. And they've got a Harley in a red power suit, which I love. And this gal, retails for about $45. I just saw her online at the Diamond Select Toys website. I'm sure you can find her on eBay as well. She's very new. So you see, actually, interestingly enough, although this is clearly for the new Batman Adventures show, as I just explained, look at the logo on the top, a nod to the original series, Batman the Animated Series, which is nice. So let's take a look at the packaging. On the back, you've got some verbiage explaining who Barbara Gordon is on the show. And then it says, this PVC diorama of Batgirl is based on her appearance in the new Batman Adventures and features detailed sculpting and exacting paint applications, sculpted by Varner Studios. And then you got the Diamond Select Toys logo. All right, this girl's coming out of the box. So we're getting our knife here, and we are breaking the seal for the first time. This is courtesy of my friend Mike again, my guy on the street, my eyes and ears, who always sees this stuff. I never see it, but he's right on top of it when it's coming out. So thank you once again, Mike. Okay, we'll open it up, take it out, and take a look. She's all encased in plastic, nice and safe and sound. Set the box over there. She's got two sides of plastic that I think have to be cut, right? Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, without damaging the figure. There we go. There, she's free. Oh, I love it. Look at that Clayface. That is straight out of that clip that you just saw. Oh my gosh, she's amazing, jumping into action. Let's see, on the bottom, I'm seeing a little bit of an imprint, trademark and copyright DC Comics, manufactured by Diamond Select Toys, made in China. A little bit of that on the bottom. There's no like limited edition numbering or anything on this thing, so I don't know if I'm going to keep the box. I may just throw that out. Sorry, I only have so much space. But yeah, she's wonderful. Look at the detail of that girl in her brand new black leotard, seen for the first time in this episode for the redesign. Several characters were redesigned for the new Batman Adventures, including Batgirl and a little bit of Batman and several others. Not Harley Quinn, as I mentioned, that was also in this episode in another clip. But Poison Ivy saw a redesign, so you had a little bit different look for her when you watched the episode. Oh, that's cool. That'll be displayed on a shelf in the BRBTV Bat Cave. Love it. All right, on to the production cell. While that PVC diorama shows Batgirl first springing into action at the department store on Christmas Eve, this cell depicts her a moment or two later, as you saw in the clip. And look at that. I'm going to try not to catch too much of a glare because I'm having to use artificial light this morning as I'm recording this. It's amazing. What a beautiful piece this is as part of my collection. And I realized, I was thinking about this the other day as I was preparing for this episode, I've had this thing for 20 years. I cannot believe that. That blows my mind. But I received it as a gift, a wonderful gift, and I believe it was 1998. It's possible it was 1997, which would have been like right after this episode was produced, but I'm believing that it was 1998. It did come from the Warner Brothers studio stores that you used to see at the mall, and they used to have a great selection of these production cells. You could walk into a studio store and look at different cells, and there'd be like a gallery expert there to consult with you. So really just like a year, maybe less than a year after they shot this scene with this cell, with these cells actually, there's like multiple layers in there, she was packaged right up and sent to the gallery of a Warner Brothers studio store. And you can tell, if you know anything about production cells, I don't know much, but I do know that this is a really nice one because of the framing of the character, because you see a single character head on like this, she's facing the camera, there's actually a second character behind her, but the framing of her, she's so easy to see, it's easy to see what's going on. This is a really nice cell for the framing. So I don't know if you can really get the fact through this camera, the three-dimensional quality of it, because Barbara, Batgirl, is on a separate slide, and she's on top of the image of Clayface behind her, and of course that's part of their production process, is those separate pieces. But she, oh my gosh, she's just in perfect condition. There's no scratching or anything on this cell. Of the image of her is just absolutely flawless. It's like it went right into a frame after it was used, right? And you have an emblem here, the Warner Brothers emblem. It kind of looks through the camera that it's got different colors, but it's just a gold little, almost like an embossing to designate that it's a production cell. And I've never taken this apart, of course. I would not. I don't need to. It's matted and framed just the way it came from the gallery at the Warner Brothers studio store. But when you turn it over, it's got a certificate of authenticity, and it does say Batman. Well, it says Batman the Animated Series, which was kind of right. They had just switched over, and it says Holiday Nights. It gives the episode name, says Certificate of Authenticity. This is genuine production art from the original Warner Brothers animated television series, and then a bunch of other verbiage. A little bit about the lore and legend of Batman, it says. And then it says here, it's Christmas! Harley and Poison Ivy have lured Bruce into a hypnotic shopping spree as Joker threatens Gotham with a sonic bomb loud enough to kill anyone within earshot of its explosion. Okay, so it doesn't go into the whole Clayface thing that happens later in that episode, but it basically sets the scene for what that episode entails. And you have to grab the DVDs if you have not seen that episode. It's really nice. It was a great, even though it aired in September as a Christmas episode, it was a great entrance into the new Batman adventures because it had a lot going on in it. There is a Warner Brothers ID number here of 85094. There's a kind of printed on signature of Steve Felton, director, Warner Brothers Animation Art. This is to certify that all information in the statements contained herein are true and correct, and then it's embossed. There is an embossing there on the certificate, and it slides out this way, although it's a little bit difficult with the wire for the hanging. But there is a second sheet in here, in this sleeve in the back, and this sheet is all about the care and preservation of this art, and I've never read because I've never taken it out of there. I have left it pristine exactly as I received it. And it's moved with me lots of times over the years, here and there and everywhere, and always been the centerpiece of my Batgirl display. So there she is, arriving to save the day at the department store on Christmas Eve, saving everyone from that awful Clayface. Love it, love it. All right, well, thanks again for watching, and the merriest of Christmases to you and your loved ones.